Why do bad things happen to good people? No, serious question. Why do bad things always happen to good people? Think about it. It's always the young that die first. Always the good ones. Throughout history, Bob Marley, John Lennon, Martin Luther, Malcolm X, always someone that was preaching the truth and spreading love and wisdom throughout the earth seemed to die young. But you have to understand, everything happens for a reason. We come to this earth on a mission. Everybody's got a purpose. And when your purpose is fulfilled, it's time to leave. It's time to leave, no hanging around. You never get taken before your time. In fact, some people can die before their time and they may have to be reincarnated again. But if you pass your mission and you do what you came here for, there's no reason to stick around. No reason to stick around. So you might think they died because they're no longer here in physical form. But they're in a better place. They've moved on to a better mission. That's why the good always die young. Do you know when they say, oh, he was just too good? Good old Jimmy, he didn't do anything wrong. He always was polite. He always spread love. He always helped. That's why Jimmy's gone. Jimmy's too good to be here, bruv. He's passed his mission and he's moved on. But why do bad things happen to good people? Because bad people don't like to see good people succeed. Hear me now. Your success upsets people. Can you imagine that? You succeeding, which is a good thing, causes pain in people's lives. People physically and emotionally feel sick when they see you smiling. Ain't that something? Your light is just too bright. Too bright. It's hurting the eyes. The eyes are stinging when they look at you. Your light is just too bright. When they see you smiling, laughing, having a good time, yeah, they're like, nah, I have to shut this guy down. We have to put a stop to it. And they come backbite you, snake you out, chat behind your back, spread rumours, set traps, even try and kill you, some of them. All because you was having a good time. You could be in the club, dancing in the club, bruv, having a good time, and somebody in the corner, they ain't feeling too good about their self, sees you having a good time, girls around you, you doing your thing, and these men want to start fighting now. And it's always the good guys they go for. Trust me, if anybody knows how it is in the hood, it's always the good guy that gets stabbed, and you think, why didn't they go for Leroy? Leroy was on this bad man thing, didn't go for Leroy. Who did they go for? Little old Jimmy. Little old Jimmy. Jimmy upset them the most. Trust me, your success causes people pain. When they wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. They don't like what they see. But when they see you, you really remind them of all the things that they ain't. How about that? They see you spreading love, happy, looking after your kids, doing your thing, and it reminds them of how much they should be doing or what they should be doing. So instead of seeing you do your thing, they think, you know what, I'm gonna drag you down. If we drag everybody down and keep everybody on a low level, then nobody feels crap about themselves. If no one succeeds, then nobody loses. You know, that's their mentality. It's a shame. It's a shame. And the thing about hurting people is you're really only hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. The only way you can emotionally feel better about yourself in life is when you put positive things in your life. When you make a positive change, you get a positive reaction. A negative reaction doesn't cause a positive change. I'm telling you that right now. If you react negatively to things in life, it will never bring back positive. It's universal law, brother. I thought you knew that. It's universal laws to this. If you spread around, listen, do you know those people out there that go around hurting people, killing people, doing all of this negativity? They might look like they're loving it. You see when they lie on the bed at night time, you know when they're left with their own thoughts, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, bruv. You think they was alright because they was putting on a front. They had a mask on. When they're left with their thoughts that's why some people don't want to think. Some people need to constantly be on the go. They don't want to remember the past. I don't want to think about last week. I don't want to think about last Christmas. They don't want to remind themselves of what they've been doing. They're being eaten out from the inside with their negativity. Like they say, 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. So you're only hurting yourself when you go around hurting other people. So it's like every time, the best way, first of all, let me just break this down. The revenge thing don't make it. Certain times in life, somebody can do you a thing and you want revenge. Oh, you want it up in smoke. You want them to feel the pain that you felt. And if you're ever able to give them that revenge, you will never be satisfied. If you lose a loved one by the hands of somebody else, and then you go and take that person's life, you will never feel satisfied because you can't get that person back. Revenge does never sweeten the soul. You might think it does. People going out there like, you know what, I'm going to go ride out. I'm going to go shoot that guy who did it to me and my friend's dead now. It never satisfies the soul. The only way to satisfy your soul is to forgive. To forgive. When you forgive somebody, it's like a whole weight, a whole load is lifted from your shoulders. When you understand things on a higher level and have a higher inner understanding of the situation, when you understand what they was going through when they committed whatever they committed, and you're able to forgive them, whether they apologized or not, you're now on a higher level. You're now on a higher frequency. You're in God mode when you can forgive somebody. And you know what the joke is? The minute you forgive that person, and let it go, that's when the universal law really kicks in and karma comes and whips their ass. I'm telling you, you should try it out. That's why they say vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's why the Lord says turn the other cheek. Telling you, the minute you forgive somebody and say, you know what, Jim, I'm gonna let it slide, that same week, that's when he gets his judgment. That same week, that's when he gets his karma. It's universal law. It's universal law. So don't be taking things into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing nothing. And people are like, I don't want haters. Why would I want a hater? You don't want a hater. But if you've got haters, it means you've got something to hate on. Nobody's hating on somebody who ain't got nothing going for themselves. You don't really care about that person. That's why there's so many people in the world who claim they hate somebody. I hate that person. Oh, I can't stand them. Oh, I hate my ex. Oh, I hate that guy. Oh, I hate that girl. Really? Deep inside, you still love that person, or you admire their work, or, you respect their craft. But instead of admitting it, you're masking it with hate and anger. Because when you really don't care about somebody, you have no emotional attachment or feeling toward that person whatsoever. You don't hate or love. They're just a random person to you. But when someone hates you, it means they secretly admire you. They probably mimic you and act like you when you're not around. You inspire them. But you inspire them so much that it makes them hate themselves, then makes them hate you. They're like, why do I have to like that guy? Why do I have to like that girl? So when they're upset with themselves because they just realize how they really felt. So that's why bad things happen to good people. Because some bad mind people in the world don't want you to succeed. Crabs in a basket. That's what it's like, crabs in a basket. Like, hey, you ain't getting out. You ain't getting out. You ain't going out. The worst one is when somebody remembers how you used to be. They remember how you used to be. And they see you doing better things now. Oh, that upsets them. Oh, that brings pain and injury. They're like, ain't that same guy who used to be a waste man? Didn't he used to be on crack? Wait a minute, I thought he was didn't she used to suck her? And then now they see you living all lavish and respectful. And now you've got self-love. Like, this brother's got self-love now? They get angry. Rather than being like, you know what, you've come a long way. I'm proud of what you've become. From where you was, you've come a long way. Instead of them doing that, what did they do? They get angry. Because they remembered when they used to be doing that with you. You was there with them. And now you're in a better place. And they hate that. Because they haven't got to that level yet. It's like when you both used to be an alcoholic. Both used to drink every single day. Now you don't drink no more. And what do? Rather than congratulate you, they're like, you know what, just have one beer, just have one drink with me, mate. Come, what you scared to have a drink? Come on, man, what are you going on like a girl for? Have some drink. Not respecting what you're saying, that you don't drink no more. They want to see you how you used to be. Well, tell them how I used to be is no more. This is the new me. The new improved version of me. I'm still the same guy. I'm still the same person, baby. But this is the new version of me. And there will be people always to remind you of what you used to be. There'll always be somebody to try and pass on to somebody else how you used to be. They're like, who? Him? You know what he used to do back in 1995? Her? Well, you should have seen what she was doing in 1999. That's how they go on. Because they don't want to see you doing what you're doing. Your light is just too bright. Your energy and your presence. Do you know those people that could just light up the whole room? You know what I'm talking about. When you go into the room and your whole energy changes the atmosphere of everybody in the room. Everybody happy to see you, smiling, happy to see you. But then there's always that one person in the back that ain't happy to see you. Their whole mood changes. Like, oh, why did this guy have to come to the party? That's because they're negative, and their negativity cannot be around your positivity. They just cannot stand it. So trust me, don't worry, because for people like us, we will always be on a better place. We'll always go to a better place. We're always growing and improving. But for them, I can't speak the same for them. So yeah, bad things will happen to good people, but they will only make us stronger. And in the long run, they will have no effect on us. So stay blessed and keep spreading love and light.